Pitbike Group B. There they go into the first corner. Very, very close indeed, and several riders in with a shout of victory in this one, so it's all going to be very close indeed. At the front, though, it looks to me like number 26, that's the machine of Preston Lee Cooper that leads. 93, Danny Underwood in second place. And looks like 42, Barry Holloway, also well placed with treble 9 there. The machine of Matt Dicey not too far behind. Preston Lee Cooper leads the way then from Danny Underwood in second place. And then the rest of the field make their way through for the first time. All the way tight to the back there, a bit of bar banging near the back, and they lose valuable time to the leaders who start to pull away. Matt Parry also well placed. There he is, number 15 in fourth place, just ahead now of number treble 9, the machine of Matt Dicey, as the leaders make their way around for the first time. And Preston Lee Cooper, there he is, number 26, trying to pull away from Underwood in second place, but Underwood coming under pressure from Barry Holloway in third place, number 42. And let's see if Holloway can make the pass stick. He had a look down the inside going into the chicane, but no is the answer. Underwood holds on to the second place, and Holloway has to try and fight again. He's going to have to be careful though, because Matt Parry, number 15, is not too far behind. At the front though, Preston Lee Cooper trying to pull away in these early stages. Got a small cushion with Underwood in second place. There's a look down the inside on that corner, but not quite close enough to make the pass stick. And now Underwood starting to close up. Small mistake there from Lee Cooper down the inside, losing some valuable time there to Underwood in second place. And Underwood now really starting to wind up the pressure on the race leader. There he goes, Preston Lee Cooper, your race leader. And Underwood has a look down the inside going into the chicane there. Now the third and fourth place riders actually starting to close up on the leaders. And let's see, there we go, 1, 2, 3 and 4, all very close indeed, headed by number 26 there. Still Cooper leads the way, and Underwood in second place. Holloway third, and just shadowing in fourth place, number 15, the machine there of Matt Parry. And this top four very, very close indeed. All too close to call really at the front of these early stages. So although Preston Lee Cooper leads the way, it's still impossible to predict who's going to win this race, because those four riders all in with a realistic shout of victory. Preston Lee Cooper though holding the pack at the front, took the lead very early on of course. Danny Underwood not too far behind in second place. Barry Holloway shadowing in third place. And Parry in fourth. Looks like Dan Anthony moving through the field there as we saw that Dicey early on, but he's starting to drop back a bit now towards the lower reaches of the top 10. At the front though, 26. Still Preston Lee Cooper leads the way, trying to pull away a bit now, but Underwood still there in second place. And Holloway in third. And look at this, out of nowhere, Matt Parry goes through down the inside of number 93, Danny Underwood. So Underwood has dropped from second to fourth, and that allows Preston Lee Cooper to pull away at the front. It's still 42, Barry Holloway in third, but the man on the move now, number 15, Matt Parry, trying to get up there with Barry Holloway. And there we see number 15, grey and blue leathers there of number 15, Matt Parry. Now losing ground though on 42 in second place. So Holloway pulling away in second place, and now looks like Danny Underwood in a no-nonsense mood in fourth, trying to get back through into that top three positions and get her back there amongst the leader with number 26. Still leading the way, the machine of Preston Lee Cooper now starting to pull away. And Barry Holloway still in second place, but not quite close enough to make a pass for the lead. Although Holloway now starting to close up. Looks like Holloway's quicker in this top section of the course. They go round the right-hander, down the hill they go, into the right-hand hairpin. Holloway has a quick look down the inside, goes for the lead, and Barry Holloway takes the lead from Preston Lee Cooper. Although Cooper trying to fight back around the outside, but he hasn't got the line. Oh, as 15 goes down there, Matt Parry's down, but he's okay. He's going to get the bike picked up and straight back into the action, but Matt Parry dropping out of the reckoning, and now your new race leader, 42, Barry Holloway, gets the lead. Yellow machine there at 42, but now it looks like second place, Preston Lee Cooper starting to fight back. Has a look down the inside, and out of nowhere, Preston Lee Cooper takes the lead. Oh, they're banging bars in the top corner, and Preston Lee makes the pass stick, and sneaking through into second place goes Danny Underwood. So Underwood out of nowhere back into second place. And the loser there, really, Barry Holloway, tried to fight back on that top corner, but really got pushed wide and lost out. So now it's a straight fight now between the top two, as the yellow flags up, a back marker down at the side of the course there, but not going to affect our leaders. Preston Lee Cooper gets through into the lead, starts to pull away from Underwood in second place. Third, as you're saying there, Barry Holloway losing a little bit of ground there, and now it's coming into the top two. Now really are starting to scrap for the lead as we go through into the final few laps, as Underwood looks down the inside. Oh, but Lee Cooper shuts the door. Underwood outbrakes himself and loses valuable ground there as Holloway starts to close up in third. Here they come up towards the final chicane, and 26. Still Preston Lee Cooper that leads the way round the final corner they go, and Lee Cooper now closing in on victory with only a couple more laps to go. It's all very close indeed as Underwood now starts to close up again into the top corner they go. Oh, it's very close indeed, and Underwood lines him up for a pass down the inside. It's going to be tight. Oh, there's a clip there. Down they go. Oh, and a big crash there. The two leaders go down. And there's fury there from number 93, the machine of Danny Underwood. He feels that he should have had that line, but Preston Lee Cooper guarded the line. They're trying to get back into the race, and the two race leaders are off on the side of the course. And it looks like Underwood is out of the race. Preston Lee Cooper trying to get the bike restarted and back into the action. So in the closing few corners of this Group B race, there's controversy there as Preston Lee Cooper and Danny Underwood crash big style within sight of the flag. I'm sure both will blame the other for that one, but that means that number 42, Barry Holloway, goes through round the final corner and takes the checkered flag. So it was a race win for Barry Holloway, with Patrick O'Connor coming through in second place, David Green in third, Matt Parry recovered to fourth, and Dan Edlin brought it home in fifth. You're watching the British Mini Bikes. You're watching the British Mini Bikes. Here we go then for Pitbike Stock 140 into the first corner, really close at the front. It looks like Ben Lord may have got the early lead into the chicane for the first time. We're all very, very close indeed. They go up the hill. Great start there. Everyone seems to go away cleanly, but it looks like Matt Bolsover has taken the lead, with Ben Lord in second place and the chasing pack making their way through. We're on board this time with number 414, Lawrence Wardle, who's just on the fringe of the top 20. But Bolsover leads the way. Number 41, Ben Lord in second. Looks like Ben Bailey, Ed Best also in there as well. And John Railton, Jim Lovell. So most of the front runners in the pit bike class seems to have gone away well, and they're up at the front, so this could be a good close race at the front, with Matt Bolsover just pulling a small gap at the front. Bolsover, of course, last year's champion, and really could well be the rider to beat in 2016. He certainly seems to be getting his 2016 season off to a great start. There he goes round the final corner for the first time. Matt Bolsover leads the way. Looks like Ben Lord in second. And then we see this midfield tussle here with Lawrence Wardle, and he's just breaking into the top 20. Very, very close indeed as the midfield runners make their way through for the first time. A good clean track in front of him there for Matt Bolsover, number 421, starting to get to work, try and pull away from the chasing pack. Looks like Ben Lord still in second place. And there is one rider at the back there. Looks like he got left behind at the start. We see number 400 though going through there. That's John Railton. 175 Michael Schuker, not too far behind, currently in around 7th place. But all very close at the front in this Pitbike 140 race, with Bolsover just with a small cushion. Ben Lord though started to close up it now in second place. There he is with the fluorescent orange helmet coming through in towards the final corner. Let's see if Lord can close up. There they go around the final corner. Bolsover wide on the final corner, and that allows Lord to close up slightly. There they go into the chicane. And then the chasing pack go through as we cut back there momentarily to Lawrence Wardle, see him take that final corner. And that rumble strip on the outside is very, very rough and very uneven as well. It costs the riders time to get too far wide. We saw Bolsover do that on the previous lap, and that's allowed Ben Lord to close up a bit. There he is in second place, keeping the leader under pressure. They go into that off-cambered right-hand hairpin. Off the rumble strip they go to cause a couple of riders out today. We've seen some accidents there earlier on. And that corner poised and ready to catch out the unwary. But Matt Bolsover, your race leader, there he goes, 421. The red and black machine, there he goes. Right on his tail there, number 48, Ben Lord, keeping the pressure on in second place. Ben Bailey, Ed Best and John Railton, all still in there as well. Jim Lovell not too far behind, with Mick Lord, Chris Fabian, Michael Schuker. Rob Cox also in there as well. They go past the finish line once again. And your race leader still number 421, Matt Bolsover, trying to pull away from Ben Lord. We cut back to Lawrence Wardle, still with that fantastic midfield scrap there, going into that final corner. Just kissing the rumble strip there, but up at the front though, 421, Matt Bolsover, still with that small cushion at the front, only about a second now. It looks like Ben Lord is starting to close up in second place. They go through into the chicane, up towards the final corner. Ben Bailey, Ed Best, and looks like Jim Lovell also there amongst the chasing pack. They go past the finish line once again, and Ben Lord is really starting to put Bolsover under some pressure now at the front. Bolsover, of course, our champion last year, but he's not having things his own way at the moment. He took the lead earlier on, but now Ben Lord is starting to close up in second place. They go up towards the top hairpin as the chasing pack go through. And now Lord, there he is, right on the tail of Matt Bolsover. They're going to come down into the right-hand hairpin, this off-cambered right-hand corner. But Bolsover does enough to hold on to the lead, runs a little bit wide on the exit. And now Lord is all over the rear wheel of Bolsover. As I look down the inside, oh, he nearly got the pass there, but Bolsover shuts the door in his face. Bolsover has a quick glance behind, say hello there to Lord in second place. But Lord doesn't care about the reputation, about the champion. He's going to try and snatch this win from him as they go up towards the final corner. And there we see Lord right on the tail of Bolsover. There they go. Bolsover again looking over his shoulder to see where he is. Into the chicane they go. So Matt Bolsover leads from Ben Lord. It's Ben Bailey and Ed Best not too far behind. And still John Railton and Jim Lovell having a bit of a scrap there for 5th and 6th place. There goes number 24 a little bit further down the field there. Chris Fabian currently in 8th place. As we look back at the leaders once again, and Bolsover now pulling a very, very slight gap there from Ben Lord, but Lord in second, number 48, is still keeping the pressure on in second place. He's going to have another look. He was very quick here on the previous lap, and now they are neck and neck going in towards the final chicane. They're going in towards the centre of the course now, and this is where Lord's quicker. As I look down the inside of Bolsover and takes the lead. Or does he? No, he doesn't, because Bolsover fights back. He's got the inside line for the following right-hand corner. And Matt Bolsover retakes the lead, but it's real bar banging into this final corner. They're neck and neck past the finish line. Bolsover just about holds on to the lead. But Ben Lord in second, 48, is still holding on. We see the chasing pack there. Ben Bailey, Ed Best, John Railton in there as well. Back at the leaders. And now Lord's having another look again. He pushes Bolsover wide into the hairpin. And does he make the pass stick? Oh, it's very, very close indeed, because Bolsover's got the speed on the exit of the corner, but not quite enough as Ben Lord retakes the lead. So in this real tussle for the lead, Ben Lord now is your new race leader. There he is, number 48, retakes the lead and gets past Matt Bolsover. Now, will Bolsover be able to fight back? He's going to perhaps look at Ben Lord, look at the lines he's taken, and see if he can make a repass and get through into the lead. It looks like Ben Bailey, Ed Best also still chasing there, but now Ben Lord is starting to pull away slightly from Matt Bolsover. Still a great battle, but third, very, very close indeed. We see Ben Lord, Ben Bailey also in there as well, Ed Best, all very close at the front. And Ben Lord riding number 48. Oh, he high-sided it momentarily there. That's allowed Bolsover to close up again. They go down into the hairpin. Bolsover down the inside. Goes into the lead. Now, can he make the pass stick? He got a good exit there, and it looks like good clinical move there from Matt Bolsover to retake the lead from Ben Lord. Outbraked him onto that hairpin on the right-hand hairpin. Oh, and another high side there from Matt Bolsover, and that allows Lord to close up again. So Ben Lord is not giving up the fight in second place. They go into the chicane up towards the final corner, and let's see if Ben Lord can fight back as we go towards the closing few laps of the race. Bolsover glances behind him. You can see that he's starting to pull away slightly now from Ben Lord, but this race is far from over. As they go through the chicane, still we see the chasing pack there a little bit further behind there. There's number 400, John Railton. Looks like he's up to around 6th place. Oh, and very, very close indeed there for Lawrence Wardle. And any closer, that would have been a moment for you being framed, I think, for Lawrence Wardle, because he was very close to the rear wheel of his rival there. But looking back at the front, Matt Bolsover still leads the way. Looks like a bit of a scrap there with Ed Best, Ben Bailey, John Railton a little bit further behind. And Bolsover now starting to pull away ever so slightly from Lord. So let's see what Bolsover can do. He's really starting to exert his authority and trying to pull away as best he can, but he can only nick a few tenths here, a few tenths there, because Ben Lord is not giving up the fight in second place. We go round the final corner. Bolsover again glances over the shoulder. He's feeling the pressure from Lord in second. Lord is not giving up, as you can see. There he is. Less than a second covering the top two, and then that fantastic scrap for third place. All very close for third. Ben Bailey, Ed Best, John Railton starting to close up as well. Jim Lovell, Mick Lord and Chris Fabian also in the mix as well. At the front though, Matt Bolsover leads, and now pulling away from Lord in second, and still this fantastic scrap for third place all very, very close indeed. 114. No problem there, looks like, as 28 goes down the inside. So Matt Bolsover now starting to pull away from Ben Lord, still there in second place. It was a fantastic scrap there for third, very close at the front. Bolsover again glances over the shoulder. He wants to see where his rival is because he's closing up on the back markers. Now this could add another dimension to the race. There's three riders there in a midfield scrap. There they are. We see the machine there, looks like number 23 possibly. That's Brendan Allen, who's having a scrap there with Mark Glover. Jake Shepherd also in there as well, the first of the tail enders. And of course these riders having their own scrap as well with 199 there. That's Mark Glover just ahead of Brendan Allen, who's about to be lapped by the race leader Matt Bolsover. Still got the back mark in front there. There's Glover there, Mark Glover 199, who goes a lap down. And of course Matt Bolsover trying to be decisive now if he can get some of these lappers in between him and his rival, of course Ben Lord in second. It looks like Lord is struggling to get past the tail enders. There he's only got past the one, so that's going to lose him valuable seconds. So Matt Bolsover times his run to perfection at the front, makes use of the back markers and starts to put some distance between him and the second place rider Ben Lord. But now it looks like Bolsover himself was caught behind the back markers. Still this scrap for third place looking very strong indeed at the front here, as John Relton starts to close up as well. We cut back to leaders, and there's number 48, Ben Lord. Looks like he's finally got through the back markers, but he's losing valuable ground all the time to Matt Bolsover, who now has a clear track in front of him. And Matt Bolsover, 4.21, really has taken advantage of the back markers to pull some valuable seconds between him and Ben Lord in second. There's Lord, and he's still got two tail enders in front of him. And all the time, with every corner, he's losing valuable seconds to Bolsover, who pulls away, and he is clearing away with things at the front now. He's got a clean track in front of him, and still Lord in second place, struggling to get through the tail enders. And of course these midfield and tail enders, they're having their own scrap as well in the midfield, so they're not going to be too dispositioned to give way, you might say, because they're still having their own scrap. And still there's Lord, he's still stuck behind the back marker. Bolsover now with a clean track in front of him. There he is, number 421, all on his own. We see the tail enders a bit further behind him, and still Ben Lord scrapping to get through the tail enders. He will be furious in second place, because he will see Bolsover riding away into the distance, almost quite literally into the sunset. One of the last races of the day, of course, this big Pitbike 140 race. And as we say, metaphorically and realistically as well, Matt Bolsover is riding away into the sunset now. He's got a clean track, glances over the shoulder there, and you can see the helmet there of Ben Lord, that distinctive fluorescent helmet, all the way behind in second place. And Bolsover having to deal with some early pressure. Now he's starting to pull away. Oh, and there's a mistake there from Lord. Went wide and over the grass. And does he hold on? Well, he just about held on as Bolsover takes the checkered flag. So Matt Bolsover with the race win, from Ben Lord in second place, Ben Bailey in third, Ed Best in fourth, and John Railton in fifth.